I just have to start by saying, for those of you that weren't here at that time, there are so few days that are as beautiful as this day today. It was exactly this weather 20 years ago. So if nothing else, you know that it started a beautiful day. And for me, like many New York City firefighters, I got a call from someone while I was home that said, turn on the TV. I did, and knew very quickly that I had to go to work. So I picked up another firefighter, Sean Genovese, a guy from Orangetown, and we were on the Palisades Parkway alone on my motorcycle, but we could see this black plume. We knew where we were going. We knew that this was different than anything we had been to before. And that was also kind of an indicator of where I was going myself. That black plume, that darkness was kind of coming over all of us. There was a time where it was just difficult to be ourselves. But the thing that I also saw, and I'm so glad to be in front of this crowd because there's some of you here who reached out to me personally. You know who you are, but it was everywhere. It was not just people that I knew. It was people that I didn't. I saw it happening whether I was in uniform or out. We had decided that we were going to help each other. You know, there was. I just feel like telling Orangetown about the pain of the World Trade Center is preaching to the choir. So what I want to talk to you about today is what happened after that light and how I was lifted by the people in this community and people who I didn't know. My little story has to do with some second graders in Kansas. It started in the firehouse. I was the officer on duty in 38 truck. The house watchman picks up the phone and says, the mayor. And I think, as smartly as I can sound, I say, 38 truck, Lieutenant Huber. It wasn't the mayor, it was a mayor. It was a man named John Schott, who was the mayor of Anthony, Kansas, a town of 2,000. 2 traffic lights on Main Street. I have been to Anthony, Kansas. He was the mayor and also ran the True Value Hardware on Main Street, but he had money that he wanted to give to a guy who had been killed in my firehouse. And I was just not in a good place mentally. I was in that cycle that many firefighters were going through. Work, dig, you know, firehouse piles. And I answered him poorly. I thought he was a scam. I said, not giving you the address, not giving you any phone number, send it to the firehouse and we'll get it to him. And I hung up. And he didn't care. You know, there was kindness that he was going to push in our direction, and he did. He sent it. We gave it to them. And then he went to the elementary school. He got these second grade kids to start sending us care packages, and we'd get them on holidays. These kids were relentless. 7 years old, never saw anything taller than a grain silo, knew nothing about the Bronx, and they were going to change our minds. They were going to change the hearts of 50 grizzled, knuckle-dragging, grumpy Bronx firemen with cookies, with crayons. These were their weapons of choice. So we'd get them on holidays, and then we'd get them on any days, and it started to work. You know, that darkness that I saw in the beginning, they showed me light with cookies, with crayons. They were right. You know, I thought this isn't going to be anything worth worrying about. We started looking for those care packages. We'd shake them. What are they? They might be albums, one for each guy. They might be candy if it was Easter. It might be pictures, but they were relentless, and they changed us. They changed me. They made me understand that there's no small act of kindness. You know, this was something that they saw as it's what we can do, so we'll do it, and it did make a difference. I started to see more light, and I feel like if I were trying to bring one point to the dais today, to you, it would be that there was light. We have to find that light. We need to, every year, we need to stand tall, say the names. We need to remember those lost, and we need to comfort the families, and we need to tell good stories. And then what I want to take forward, I want to remember that light that came after the darkness. I talked to that mayor before. He's speaking today too. John Schott is also talking about the light after the darkness. So for me, going forward, my plan, I'm going to act more like a second grader. When I get jammed up, I'm going to go follow those kids around. I'll use crayons if I have to, but I'm going to try to push some of that light out where people can make use of it. Thank you.